Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating, often misunderstood, world of quad veins, particularly how they behave and present themselves in individuals with higher body fat percentages. This isn't just about aesthetics, it's about understanding the intricate interplay between your vascular system, your body composition, and the layers beneath your skin. By the end of this exploration, you'll gain a profound appreciation for the physiological realities that dictate vascular visibility, learn how to intelligently interpret what you see, or don't see, and equip yourself with actionable insights that go beyond superficial appearances, leading to a more informed and sustainable approach to your health and fitness journey. This knowledge isn't just power, it's clarity, and it will fundamentally change how you perceive your own body and its remarkable capabilities. The journey to understanding quad veins in the context of higher body fat begins with a fundamental appreciation of human anatomy. Veins, the vessels that carry deoxygenated blood back to the heart, are ubiquitous throughout the body. However, their superficial visibility, particularly those coursing over the powerful quadriceps muscles, is a complex interplay of several physiological factors. Think of your skin as the outermost layer, a protective sheath. Beneath that, we have varying thicknesses of subcutaneous adipose tissue, more commonly known as body fat. This layer, while essential for insulation, energy storage, and organ protection, also acts as a natural barrier, obscuring the structures nestled beneath. The veins themselves, especially the superficial ones, lie just above the muscle fascia, a tough, fibrous connective tissue that encapsulates individual muscles and muscle groups. In individuals with lower body fat, this subcutaneous layer is thin, allowing the veins to become prominent, almost appearing to sit directly beneath the skin. The deeper veins, those that run alongside arteries and nerves, are rarely, if ever, visible externally, regardless of body fat levels, due to their profound depth within the muscle compartments. Now, consider the crucial role of body fat in this equation. When subcutaneous fat accumulates, it creates a thicker buffer between the skin and the underlying musculature and vasculature. Imagine trying to see a delicate network of pipes through an ever-thickening blanket. As the blanket grows thicker, the pipes become less distinct, eventually disappearing from view altogether. This is precisely what happens with quad veins. The more subcutaneous fat an individual carries, the more challenging it becomes for those superficial veins to push through this insulating layer and become visually apparent. It's not that the veins aren't there, they are, performing their vital function of blood return. It's simply that their visibility is directly proportional to the amount of tissue overlying them. This is why even well-trained athletes, if they are in an off-season, with a slightly higher body fat percentage, might notice a reduction in vascularity compared to their leaner, competition-ready state. The veins haven't vanished, the blanket has just gotten a bit thicker. Beyond the sheer physical obstruction, there are other, more subtle physiological factors at play. Blood volume, for instance, plays a significant role in venous distension. When you exercise, especially resistance training, blood is shunted to the working muscles, leading to a temporary increase in local blood volume and pressure within the veins. This engorgement makes the veins swell, pushing them closer to the surface and increasing their visibility. This is the classic pump phenomenon. However, even with an intense pump, if the overlying fat layer is substantial, the visual effect will be significantly diminished or entirely absent. Think of inflating a balloon under a heavy rug. Even when fully inflated, its contours are muffled by the rug's bulk. Hydration status is another critical element. Adequate hydration ensures optimal blood volume and viscosity, contributing to better circulation and, consequently, more prominent veins. Dehydration, on the other hand, can lead to reduced blood volume, making veins appear flatter and less visible. But again, these factors, while important, are secondary to the primary influence of subcutaneous fat in the context of quad vein visibility at higher body fat levels. Now, here's where it gets interesting, and perhaps a bit counterintuitive for some. Many people equate visible veins with peak fitness or superior health. While vascularity can be an indicator of lower body fat and well-developed musculature, it's crucial to understand that its absence, especially in individuals with higher body fat, does not equate to poor health or lack of fitness. This is a critical distinction to make. Someone with a higher body fat percentage might be incredibly strong, have excellent cardiovascular endurance, and be metabolically healthy, yet still not display prominent quad veins. Their cardiovascular system might be functioning perfectly, their muscles well perfused, but the subcutaneous adipose tissue simply acts as an optical barrier. The temptation to compare oneself to highly vascularized individuals, often seen on social media or in fitness magazines, can lead to unnecessary self-criticism and a skewed perception of health. It's vital to shift the focus from a purely aesthetic marker to a holistic understanding of one's internal physiological well-being. Consider the role of genetics in this equation. Just as some individuals are genetically predisposed to store more fat in certain areas, e.g., thighs, abdomen, others have a genetic predisposition for more superficial or naturally larger veins. This means that even at similar body fat percentages, one person might display more prominent veins than another simply due to their inherited vascular architecture. This genetic lottery can be a source of frustration for those striving for visible vascularity, but it's a fundamental biological reality. You can control your body fat, your muscle development, and your hydration, but you cannot change your underlying genetic blueprint for venous placement and size. This inherent variation highlights the folly of making direct comparisons and reinforces the need for individual self-assessment rather than external benchmarking. Furthermore, the concept of functional vascularity versus aesthetic vascularity is paramount. The primary function of veins is to return blood to the heart. This function is occurring regardless of whether you can see the veins. A person with a higher body fat percentage has a perfectly functional venous system, even if the quad veins aren't popping out. The aesthetics of vascularity, while desirable for some, are purely a byproduct of a low body fat percentage combined with sufficient muscle mass and acute physiological states like a pump. Focusing solely on visible veins as the ultimate marker of fitness can be misleading and can detract from more meaningful health indicators such as blood pressure, cholesterol levels, metabolic health markers, and actual physical performance. It's a visual cue, not a definitive health report. So, what does this mean for someone with higher body fat who is curious about their quad veins? It means understanding that the path to visible vascularity is primarily a journey of body fat reduction, accompanied by muscle development. As the subcutaneous fat layer diminishes, the veins naturally become more apparent. This is not a quick fix, it's a gradual process that requires consistent effort in nutrition, exercise, and lifestyle choices. Resistance training, in particular, contributes to muscle hypertrophy, which, by increasing the size of the underlying muscle, can push the superficial veins closer to the skin, making them more discernible once the fat layer is sufficiently thin. Cardiovascular exercise also plays a role by improving overall circulatory health, but its direct impact on visible quad veins is less pronounced than localized muscle growth and, critically, systemic fat loss. The key takeaway is that striving for visible quad veins when carrying higher body fat should not be the primary driver of your fitness goals. Instead, focus on broader health objectives, achieving a healthy body composition, improving cardiovascular fitness, building strength, and prioritizing nutrient-dense eating. As these fundamental aspects of health improve, and if your body fat percentage naturally decreases as a consequence, then the visibility of your quad veins may follow as a natural byproduct. It's a payoff, but not the ultimate prize. Chasing visible veins as an isolated goal without addressing underlying body fat can lead to frustration and potentially unsustainable practices. Instead, embrace the process of holistic health improvement and let your body's natural adaptations unfold. The surprise might be that those elusive quad veins appear when you least expect them, a testament to your consistent dedication to a healthier, stronger you, rather than a forced outcome. If your goal is truly to see those quad veins, and you understand the physiological mechanisms at play, then the path forward is clear. A disciplined approach to nutrition that creates a sustainable caloric deficit to reduce body fat, combined with a progressive resistance training program to build and maintain muscle mass. Patience is not just a virtue here, it's a necessity. This is a marathon, not a sprint, and your body will reveal its intricacies at its own pace. Celebrate every small victory, every ounce of fat lost, every increase in strength, knowing that these are the true indicators of progress, far more meaningful than any fleeting visual. Ultimately, remember this. Your body is a masterpiece of intricate systems, constantly working, adapting, and striving for equilibrium. The visibility of your quad veins is merely one small, highly contextualized visual cue among a vast symphony of physiological processes. Don't let the absence of a superficial sign overshadow the incredible work your body is doing every single day. Focus on nourishing it, challenging it, and appreciating its immense capabilities, and in doing so, you'll unlock a deeper understanding and a more profound respect for the remarkable vessel that carries you through life.